The president of Ghana has finally spoken out concerning foreigners that are committing crimes in Ghana. This is a statement he made during the inaugurations of the 40 armored cars that was being presented to the Ghana police. He said, "Our dear Ghana will not surrender a single street, a community or any public space to criminals today, tomorrow or forever." President Mahama issued these strong warnings as he handed over 40 armored vehicles to the Ghana Police Service. So foreigners that are coming to Ghana, be careful, be warned. This is a warning from the Ghana Police and also the President of Ghana. Let's watch this video, guys.
To state clearly, our dear country Ghana will not surrender a single street, a community, or any public space to criminals today, tomorrow, or forever. To those who insist on disturbing the peace of our nation, whether through armed robbery, organized crime, illegal arms trafficking, or gang activity, our message is simple. The Ghanaian state is ready. The Ghana Police Service is ready. The laws of this republic will deal decisively with anyone who endangers the safety of our people. Security is not only the absence of crime, it is also the presence of justice, accountability, and professionalism. As we expand the operational strength of the police service, while simultaneously deepening reforms that ensure transparency, discipline, and respect for human rights. And these would include enhancing your training, improved recruitment standards, stronger supervision and internal accountability systems, and modernized command and control structures. The police must not only be feared by wrongdoers, but citizens must also trust the police. And you have dealt with them. People who rob banks, attack people's residences, you have chalked many victories in bringing them to justice. Let me commend the CID too. In the past, there were many unsolved murders. I'm happy to note that recently, many of the murders that occurred, with good police intelligence, you've been able to bring the suspects to book.
Let's watch this video and I have some comments to comment this video. Let's watch it with this option.
Sa jihadis fui. Jawo mu eye. Ewo ye nyanam Nigeria fo mkrum. Ungu bia na wo yemu do pam. Ti se nipa pa de tumi eniku yonko nipa sa. Ene omo ye ade no akokoduro mu. Bure ka so omo ye no impunity. No mo de camera si omo so, no mo twa, no mo de beto social media. This is what we are doing. Man peni o wasa man mu kroba kokokye no. Omo ye na akokoduro mu. Omo bo wura bebia de ompe bia. School mu a no makọ. Akọsisa school for kwada nyina de omokọ. Aso dem a no mo ba wura. Omo sesa man bag ne nyina no de kọ. Ekọ ebi no maka ho. Oba kwa ye hu sei emre ma miensa wo ma ye yire no wo fom se sabe abo na ntwe bi kunu abodwan ye bi kunu akwa suka mu mo fi de se kan ato ne mu twa ne ti se ne twa aboti na ye ntai hu ne sa ba se no sa na ekọ na level na ekọ no so no kwa na ekọ nanim ye se sa wo nua abojo se hia na wo se nso de se odi ho Nigeria fo ye no mo ye nuanom ete so omo ba ha omo ba de bebre message ye mpanyfo ne amambo fo se Yama now. Let's shine our eyes. Na yemi e bambo mu den pa. Said the be years any pabon free. Ebi mewura. Esa said the ekoso ho no. Anu nyan. Ehu pa. The ekoso anu nyan. Na mfidi o mu yusu, kaso mu yusu, amokaso mu yusu, ene ti o mu yusu no bi se so mu nya firi hen. Mini say, omo nya tu mi so nkubi, obi na hye o machi. Eno pushi wo eno mo ye eno mo so ye na kokoduru mu a enfa ho kwadan ketekete maya ne mema ne so mu nyina ne do moko ni bomudim tu kunkunkum mo twetwe bi no mene se emo akokọ ne emo enwan ye be say ba mbofo say wo ma ni na ho ye Ghana fo ankasa so ye ma ni na ho se ye so ahoho so ahoho bi ba ye so no so ye ka say me bi so ahoho so na mum no ye nya hwe yie obi say let's tread cautiously say na be ya ye mo kwan ma omo ma fa ye fo say de ye ma na ka ho no ye be say ba mbofo pa ye say bibia ne ma na ka ko no ehu e chen say de hu no ye be say be pray ye be say na Ghana fo so ye ma ni na ho na bibi ko bibi a yenti aba mbofo na so ne nso ano ntem it's say ba won minu mienu ye ne bibia ko ye ne be hu na mane
mini bibi tia wom and it's one of those yes to err is human forgive is divine me bi o ma uhu me sa no me nche na my we see is reconciling our brothers sa Nigeria our brothers are more African nations no osha yeni Liberia for no into yeni Kenyans into kwa yeni all of them but osha mu pa dia our main brothers and sisters within the sub-regional Togolese and Ivorians woman or me brothers and sisters. I have relatives in Ivory Coast yeah I have relatives after Ivory Coast there asem si ho a na asem si mankebia nkase kwagu ankemi because me wenu anam ho I've been there a couple of times Togo womu ye nuanam ye wo Ghana for bebre womu ye Togoli so these are now so womu nkan enkoso trouble except the one that calls herself the giant of Africa na ye den the Nigerians. I wish to say we are not in clash with our Nigerian brothers, but all the time they don't want to listen to us. It's about kiki, and then also many Ghanaians will not fall for this. I hope that things will change as we go forward.
Ghana and South Africa, please come and help me watch this. Watch this.
Hey, Nigerian youth, the intelligent Nigerian youth, the ever confident Nigerian youth, the ever productive Nigerian youth, the greatest of 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 the greatest.
For those of you who busted into laughter, I understand you people. But while I'm laughing, I have a measure of tears popping out of my eye because it's a disheartening thing. And I'll tell you why it's a disheartening thing now. First of all, these are people that will tell you, we never elected this person, we never voted this person. These are people that will tell you, the first thing they will tell you in a bid to exonerate themselves from what's happening in their society is, no, our voting system does not work. Right? I'm pretty sure Ghana, Nigerians have told you that. South Africans, Nigerians have told you that. Botswana, Kenyans, I'm pretty sure a great number of you have heard Nigerians say that in the US, in the UK. Have you seen the lies? Now, who are these youths? Shouting, hey, the moment you realize the moment you say the greatest of the greatest of the greatest of the greatest, you didn't even finish, and there was an applause. There was a ruse. People were clapping and shouting about who were those youths? Who were those people? The youths that say they did not vote for Tinubu. Why are you lying? I've always said this time after time. Tinubu is not the Nigerian problem. He was elected and he became the Nigerian president. If Nigerians never wanted him, they know what to do and he would not have been elected. Truth is that they wanted him. So let nobody come out here and start giving us the false impression, the euphoria and the irresponsible excuses that no, we did not vote this person. The Nigerian Electoral Commission had been rigged and had been compromised, blah, blah, blah. Who compromised it? Whose mentality compromised it? I don't even want to talk about the mentality that gave rise to this uncanny and devious system. Let's look at the only evidence, like one of the evidences we can point out here. Who are those youths? Let me shock you. If these were Ghanaians, you would never hear any youth talk. I mean, even if you're forced to pay your tax, even if you're forced to do a number of things, I don't think anybody is forced to come for a meeting. I don't think anybody is forced to talk whilst in that meeting. I don't think anybody is forced to clap whilst in that meeting. I'm telling you the truth. This is not something they force you. Let me give an example. In my place of work, I work in a federal institution, a federal hospital. I have a CMD that does more of paparazzi. Right? I have a CMD who practically does nothing. He does, let me put it this way, he does the list of things that someone that is working, the list of things that a proficient person should be doing. But then he finds the media department of the hospital to exaggerate those things, to always bring out those things, because this man likes paparazzi and all those things. And then this is something I don't like about him. I love people that work in silence. I mean, if you do something and it's working, you don't have to advertise it, because what you're doing, people know. It's a hospital, for crying out loud. If it's successful, if your activities are successful, if your equipment and all are there, people would go and tell other people, come, these things are working. It's not something you have to like broadcast out there. I work, I'm a very proficient person, and the things that I do are the things that a lot of people go to advertise on their own. And the next thing I hear someone call me, please, this person told me about you, this person told me about you, please can you help me do this? And I tell them this is where I am, and you come and I'll help you do that. That's the way it is. I prefer people that work in silence, people that are very proficient. I prefer people that are very proficient and not loud about it. People that present very simple, but their competencies and their efficiencies are very loud. Their competencies are very loud. So then when in most cases this particular CMD calls out for a number of things, and people, of course, the hospital is made up of a huge number of psychopaths. They will pop out and start yelling him, oh, our body this, our educational this, blah 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 this, and all those things. You see those meetings? I don't honor it. You can force me to do a number of things, but you can't force me to honor meetings. You can't force me to praise you. You can't force me to shout when you're making your remarks. You can't force me to applaud you when you're making your remarks. So they know, these sets of managerial bodies know when it comes to me that I don't applaud them, and in most cases silence speaks a whole lot more than those psychopaths. You know, they don't respect those psychopaths, but us who mention our silence, they know through our faces, through our body language and our facial expression what they really do. They know what they really do. So they tend to fear and respect us much more than all those people that stood their arms and sing their praises in psychopathies and pretense. If this was a Ghanaian situation, if this was in South Africa or Ghana or Botswana, you will never hear anybody's voice there. If he likes, let him say great, you great Nigerian, great. And if he likes, let him strain his voice. No Ghanaian, if Tinubu was in Ghana with this attitude, with what he's been doing, no Ghanaian will respond to him. No South African will respond to him as a youth. No. That's why I love these people. That's why I love Botswana. But Nigerians, psychopaths.
Guys, the president of Ghana has spoken, and since he has spoken, if you are a foreigner, I'm talking about my Nigerian people coming to Ghana to come and commit crime. See, the government of Ghana said they are coming for you. They are not smiling with you this time. That you cannot come into their country and make their country unbearable for them to live in. Any foreigner found causing problem, your own is in soup. Be ready to spend your entire life in prison, in Ghana prison. And it is not a joke there. Guys, share this video, like this video, and subscribe.